President Trump had a lot more to say about the media during today's news conference with reporters.
Many of our nation's reporters and folks will not tell you the truth and will not treat the wonderful people of our country with the respect that they deserve. The media is trying to attack our administration because they know we are following through on pledges that we made, and they're not happy about it for whatever reason. The press should be ashamed of themselves.
Let's get some reaction now from Fox News media analyst and host of Fox's Media Buzz, Howard Kurtz. Good evening, Howard. It was quite something. I mean, you couldn't turn away. What did you make of the way this president kind of ripped into the media?
Wow, you couldn't turn away. That was the harshest and most sustained attack on the media by a president of the United States in history. Not even close. President Trump scored some points by denouncing fake news, as he always does. And at the same time, his supporters must have been on their feet cheering. At other times, he was over the top, and those who don't like him must have felt, as he jokingly predicted, the headlines will say that he was ranting and raving, and it went on for a long time.
So what worked well for him, do you think? Well,
the president is right. There's been an unprecedented flood of illegal leaks of classified information designed to damage him. And although in the case of the Washington Post story on Mike Flynn, the information was true, and that's why the president fired his national security director, he's also right, Brett, that much of his coverage since the election has had a relentlessly negative tone.
What about what was off base? What didn't kind of strike the right tone?
Got a couple of examples. He criticized today's Wall Street Journal report that some spies are allegedly withholding sensitive intelligence from him by saying, well, they never called me. You can't just ring up the Oval Office, as you know. And the fourth paragraph in that story has a denial from a White House official. The president said a New York Times piece on his aides having earlier contact with Russia had been discredited. Well, that's far from clear, and there is an FBI investigation of the matter. And I don't know that it helps Trump to be going on and on about Don Lemon, though not by name, and his CNN program. Even if he's right about the show's anti-Trump lineup, it seems like small potatoes for a president.
Yeah, so he did spend a lot of time, though, on the media, and obviously we don't poll well as a giant organization, and is that why you spend so much time on it?
We are a very vulnerable target. But you look at the way the words the president used, hatred and venom, to describe how some in the media feel about him. These frustrations, they date back a long time, to the campaign, to the transition, and he believes the press is now trying to undermine his victory and paint a picture of chaos. We saw him say that. Whatever other news he made today, Brett, was drowned out by his assault on the media, which doesn't help him pass his legislative agenda, the thing that would actually ensure that he got more positive press.
When I say we don't poll well, I mean the media overall doesn't poll well in the polls.
Historically low levels of trust.
All right, Howie, thank you. There's a new Rasmussen poll that puts Trump at 55%. We'll talk about that later with the panel.